It's that season, ladies and gents. Advancement time is here. Stay tuned if you want to see the best chances you have of advancing in these specific jobs. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's roll right into the topic, and that is advancement. It's pissing a lot of people off, some of the lowest advancement ratings that we've seen in a long time. A lot of memes are flying here and there. I know, it's all funny. Being part of the corpsman community, we are obviously the largest rate, and there's tons of backlash of how bad our advancement exams are or how bad our ability to advance is. But you're here to wonder which jobs are the best advancing. So I broke this down based on the rank itself, E4, E5, and E6. I didn't filter anything out. I will say, compared to last year's video, you can look up there, click it, whatever. You can click that and you can see it was last cycle's advancement exam, which technically was a fiscal year for the military, the last cycle. But anyway, digress into this. So for E4, the number one was musician at 64%. Now, a lot of people are joking on musicians, but money talks, okay? Playing those instruments can be difficult. I'm kidding. But next was AZ, aviation maintenance. That's 52%. Third place was yeoman subs at 48%. Fourth is aviation electrician, 46%. And last one was mineman at 44%. So to give context to a lot of people that are probably wondering about this, this just means that out of all the people that took the exam that were eligible for the next rank, that's the percentage that made it. So for a lot of people that aren't in the military, I have to explain these numbers a little bit more. This cycle, Navy Advancement Center actually added all of the people that were meritoriously advanced and the people that were advanced per the test to show that there was more possibility of being able to make advancement. So I like how they broke it down, because last time you did not know how many people were meritoriously advanced, so that does give better context. Okay, now we're going to go on to our E5s. The first one, I included it because it's statistically true, okay? But do not try and pick this job if you guys are coming to the military right now, because you can't, and that is LN, legalman. So that was 100% advancement to E5, and I will say you have to be prior other job in the military before you can cross into that one. AWS was 74%, AWR was 34%, special operator, those SEALs, I apologize, AWR was 54%, special operator was 48%, and then IT subs was 44%. So I'm actually surprised about the SEAL thing. You would think that advancement would be through the roof. I mean, compared to the rest of the Navy, that is a very high advancement. So, I mean, obviously they have that going for them, but I'm just saying, like, you would think that with that scope and everything, like how undermanned that community can be, that would be just 100% as people are going through. But yeah, even so, you're doing better than most of the Navy at that point. So let's move on to our E6, because a lot of people are probably going to be mad about this, but I included these statistically correct ones. Navy Career Counselor, NCC, specifically for the career counselors in the fleet, that was 100% to E6. NCR for the Navy counselor on the recruiting side of the house were 83%, still incredibly high. You can't be mad at 83%. Unless you're the person that's in the other 17%. Next, IT subs, 32%. So if you don't see through this, E5 and E6, that's pretty high. I didn't look at the E4 part of it, but even still, E5 and E6, those being easier to rank up in. Again, you're living on a sub, so just take that into account. Your quality of life will be very different. So, yes, you're going to make more money, advance quicker, but just look at that. And our last one for E6 was GSE. So, the only repetitive one I saw was the IT field. So, compared to last year, there weren't as many, and I kept it to the top 5 this year. For people that have never watched my Navy advancement videos, I will dive into this like I do in every single one. So a lot of people ask, how do you advance in the military? How do you do all this? So I'll break down all the factors. I'm going to look at this so I don't miss any. So first is your performance mark average, which is your evaluations. Every year you will get an evaluation while you're in the or in the Navy, and that will determine, there's a score that's generated from that. So there's that. Then you have your standard score, which this score is what you score on the test. Okay, that's out of 80. It's based on a curve, meaning the person that scores the most is going to have an 80, and then it trickles down from there on a curve. Okay, so you guys understand the grading. Next, you have awards. So obviously getting Navy Achievement Medals, all these other types of awards, flag letters, things like that can help you advance, but there is a top out for each rank, so please understand that you can't just keep getting awards after awards. You do max out at certain points. Next is pass but not advanced. So that is when you take the test, score at least in the 25th percentile, in the top 25%, from 75 to 99 percentile right there. If you can score in the top 25% of people that took the test, you will get points for that. And then there is service and pay grade, which only counts for 1% of your entire amount of points collectively. And lastly is education. So if you have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, you will get 2 or 4 points respectively for whatever degree you have. So definitely there is an opportunity to advance in a lot of different places. I'm not going to sit here on my high horse from the E6 level and tell people just study real hard next time. Obviously, that makes sense because, like I said, you want those pass but not advanced points. You want to score really high on the test in general. You want to make the next rank. This is not up to me. It's up to you guys. So, again, your advancement, your career, your life, this comes down to how much work you're going to put into advancing. As somebody that has scored relatively high on a lot of my exams when I've made it in the 70s, and above for a lot of them in the 99th percentile, I believe that a lot of people do not study as well as they could or should. So again, that's one factor you control, but I will agree that there are some of the numbers are against you. So I get it, especially somebody that doesn't have amazing evaluations and gets EPs every cycle. Trust me, I get it, okay? But at the same time, I don't want to see where one of these numbers could highly fluctuate between this cycle and next cycle when you're finally up for advancement. And I don't want to see next cycle where maybe some of these numbers are at the 52% or whatnot, and you're like, oh, I can easily make it. And then you don't study because you think you have it in the bag. These numbers are fluid, meaning every 6 months they change. So a lot of you guys ask, does this job advance well? Does that job advance well? I'm going to link that down below where you can check all of the advancement results, but I want to fair warn you that if you look at it right now, you're not going to have an accurate number by the time you join and by the time you're up for the exam, because that will change by the time you get your results. So this is just maybe looking at it. You can look at other cycles as well and see if there are any changes and see trends of what jobs are trending higher or lower than others. And I also want to add on to this that a lot of these jobs I'm discussing here are very niche. On top of that, I want to add that these jobs are ones that most people are going to overlook because everybody wants corpsman, everybody wants master at arms, everybody wants these jobs that sound just like a civilian sector job. And I understand why you want it, but I'm just saying, money, rank, it's hard because you're trying to balance a job that may be more civilian friendly, if that's what you're looking forward to. But trust me, while you're in and you see your paychecks and you see other people advancing above you, there are other benefits besides pay. When you move up in rank, it's about the way you're treated, the way that you get to act, the way that you get to present yourself is different in regards to as you move up, you are going to just take on new roles. So a lot of you guys in an abstract thought, not even in the military yet, think that making rank in the military is like gaining like a taekwondo belt or a badge. No, you're working every single day doing this job. This is not like a sprint. This is definitely a marathon for a lot of these ranks going up to E5 and E6 and Chief and so on. So I hope that you guys like this video. Me breaking down some of the best jobs to advance might inspire you guys to look at other jobs other than what you guys are already looking at. But if you guys do have questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.